Hey there. Welcome to the Eurostep, a Milwaukee Bucks podcast, proudly a part of the Blue Wire Podcast Network and GSPN. Here covering some Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Day hoops, our first post-game podcast of the year. And the Bucks beat the Atlanta Hawks 112-110 in Atlanta. They were up by a lot more than that earlier, which we will get into, but it is a win. A win is a win. The Bucks desperately needed one, and a big team to beat. I believe the Bucks are now only half a game behind the Hawks after getting that crucial first of three in this season series. I'm Ty Windisch, joined as always by my good buddy Rohan Katti. Oh my God, Rohan Katti.
Is that a joke?
No, and that's crazy. Like, I don't know where. I don't know if he sent if I saw a message from him pop up or what. No. That was crazy. I don't know where that came from. Well, shout out to Rohan Katti and Jordan Tresky. He's just in my thoughts.
Nice.
That's fair.
I'm so thrown off now.
You guys look a lot alike, too.
Yeah, we get that.
That's the thing, yeah.
He said it so confidently.
I know.
I thought it was a joke.
And it was one of those where, like, as it was coming out, I was like, no, that's not right.
Shout out Jordan.
Yeah.
No, the Bucks needed that win. They lost 3 in a row. Sorry, I'm not going to go.
I executed as well as the Bucks did in the third quarter on the intro.
See, there you go. He brought it back.
Yeah.
The Bucks, after losing 3 games in a row, they did have 3 days off, but did manage to actually somehow beat the Atlanta Hawks. After being up by 23 points, I had zero confidence that they were going to win this game. But they managed to. You thought, really? I was like, this is another one. They're going to blow it, as they always do. But this game was different, Ty. This game was very different.
A lot was different, yeah.
Lots changed in those 3 days. Should we start from the top?
Yes.
So the top, when we get the starting lineup change, starting lineup for this game was Ryan Rollins, AJ Green, Kyle Kuzma, Giannis Antetokounmpo, and Miles Turner. And I immediately was like, wait, did I miss an injury? Is there something going on here? No, there was no injury or anything like that. Kevin Porter Jr. moved to the bench. Kyle Kuzma back again in the starting lineup to complete was one of the best lineups in the NBA since Giannis' return, which ended up being this starting 5. And, it's something. I was like, you know what? Sure.
Yeah.
Why not?
I think hilariously, this was somehow the least effective and impactful of the 3 real changes we saw today from Doc. I am glad that Doc is doing something. I do feel like
there was still a lot of Ryan Rollins, KPJ.
Yeah, there was. And I just think it was hilariously like until the very last quarter, neither guy played well. So it was kind of like, oh, maybe this wasn't the right lever to pull. I liked it, though. I was a fan of the move. I do think just getting some more size out there and letting Kevin Porter Jr. run those bench groups could be the right move for Milwaukee. He did not do a very good job of that today, and Kuzma started off, I think, 1 of 7, and I don't think he made a 2 until the very, again, kind of down the stretch for whatever reason. He took over the Bucks half-court offense, which we'll talk about. But it is nice to see Doc doing something. I feel like this is the hallmark of Doc as Bucks coach of his first plan is usually quite poor, but he's actually decent at adjusting, but it takes him way too long. Of course, the Pacers series, the most recent one, is the best example of this. Waiting to start and play big minutes, their best lineup until Game 5, down 3-1. And obviously that wasn't enough to win that game anyway, but I think this is another example of like Kevin Porter Jr. makes a lot of sense off the bench, watching him dribble a lot. Giannis isn't getting enough touches, things of that nature. And this was a total sea change from that, obviously. And even the way they brought the ball up, I thought this was really interesting. And Austin Rivers, which very odd that he calls his dad's games. I think just an odd thing. It's fine. It's funny. He talked about a lot of good coaching decisions in this game and not a lot of bad ones. Who would have thought?
Who would have thought? It would have been, honestly, it would have been a lot funnier and better for TV if he just started ripping into Doc.
I know. I think Doc did okay today. Not great, but okay. Much better than usual.
He didn't get fired.
No, this isn't going to do it either. But having Kuzma bring the ball up and kind of get it to Giannis or Ryan Rollins to start sets, actually I think was pretty smart because Giannis doing it, it's just another thing he has to do. And obviously he's looked overtaxed at times, and I think it shows up on the defensive end more than offense. And Rollins was being pressed by Dyson Daniels, one of the best perimeter defenders in the league. So I thought that was a nice lever to pull. But overall, the starters were actually kind of just okay. The bench unit actually was the saving grace for the Bucks in this game, which not something I am used to saying throughout this season.
Not even in the slightest. I mean, this entire season, it's always been okay, what are the non-Giannis minutes going to look like? What are the non-Giannis minutes going to look like? Can they survive it? Is it going to be a -10? Is it going to be a -20? Is this going to be the difference in the game? And actually, it was the difference in the game, but just not in the way that we're used to seeing. The bench units, the non-Giannis Bucks minutes were actually pretty good. And there's a lot that goes into it. Maybe playing Kevin Porter Jr. off the bench works into that. Maybe benching a certain player.
Yeah.
Maybe a certain two players. Maybe bringing someone else into the rotation kind of helps out with that. It's crazy. But it was definitely, this was such a weird game to experience. Because I'm just watching all of this in real time being like, oh.
Yeah. I was shocked.
Huh.
Okay, let's get to the real story of the game here. We've gone long enough. It's Pete Nance. So to your point, I mean, Sims has been gone, but no Sims in this game, and no Gary Trent Jr., which is a big deal. His birthday present from Doc is no longer adding to the worst plus-minus in the league.
Your happy birthday, Gary Trent. You turned 27 yesterday. Here's a DNP CD.
Here's a spot on the trade block, an exclusive ticket, because I'm guessing that's where this goes from here. Or
it's going to be like, you know what, Gary, you can go out and party as much as possible. I don't think it's going to affect your game tomorrow.
Yeah, that is a nice present if you knew ahead of time. Yeah, night in Atlanta. They were in Atlanta for a couple of days, do it up big for the big 2-7. But Pete Nance gets in, only plays 15 minutes. That should be going up. 2 of 3 from the field, knocked down his only 3, 4 rebounds, including 1 offensive, 2 assists, 2 steals, 1 block, no turnovers, 5 points. A second on the team, plus 13 in 15 minutes. AJ Green was plus 14 in 41 minutes. The rotations were a little absurd in this one, but the plan was for AJ to get threes, and that is a good plan. We'll talk about AJ. But Nance, I thought, just every little thing he did looked good. I mean, defensively, Here's the thing I think stood out to me the most, and it's hard to say one because, again, he literally did everything. He had one of every stat in that short minutes. He played pretty good defense, too. He was, like, out there on Jalen Johnson a couple possessions and, like, kind of actually held up, which was impressive. But defensively, when he's either navigating a screen, as the big, or even in, like, semi-transition when everyone's, like, picking up their guys, he talks. He talks a lot. He's calling things out. He's saying, like, hey, come get ball, do this. Switch, whatever they're doing. And they just looked way better in his minutes than when he wasn't out there. And unbelievably, the Nance Portis front court looked awesome, which I never thought I'd be saying.
It did. It was two mobile bigs out there. Mobile?
Yeah.
Yeah, mobile bigs out there where they don't have to really rely on either of them to truly be a sole rim protector. It's kind of like, they can be rim protector by committee.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously when they get matched up inside, it's over, but they kind of held up better than they usually do in the Bob bench minutes, either when he's at the 5 or whether Big Sims is out there with him as well. It just worked a lot better. And Pete Nance just does all of that. It sounds so cliche to say, but he does all the little things,
Yeah.
He created so many opportunities just by cutting, like as a big.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. Like he opens up so much space for shooters, not even just by moving off ball. What a concept!
And he runs every trend. Like he should have gotten more points.
He runs.
Though. He runs like he should have had more buckets because there were a couple times where he did get behind everyone, and the Bucks they're not used to looking for that. They're not used to their bigs pulling that off so often. He moves off ball tremendously well. And yeah, him and Portis together, it's just a lot of heft, just two big fellas. Like they both, for all the Portis flaws and the him over Turner thing, we saw it again late in this game.
Oh my goodness.
I didn't agree with it. And especially when Turner was red hot from 3 in this one.
Yeah. Pull him with 3 minutes left. Great idea, Doc.
I didn't like it. Portis was playing well, but I didn't like it. But Portis and Nance both rebound and they're both active. Nance had, I think his offensive rebound, he had like a big tip out board, which you have not seen the Bucks do that a ton outside of Giannis. The one thing I would love to see, and I hope we get it in one of the upcoming games, I want to see him play with Giannis. Because I think that pairing would be really fun too. Just like, remember that one game, we only saw it once, where Kuzma was just cutting all over the place and Giannis just kept dishing to him? Like, I think Nance would do that too.
Yeah, why not? See what happens. I don't think that's going to happen with these rotations. Actually, anything can happen with these rotations. Happen. These rotations are ridiculous. But I agree with you. I think that'd be a fun concept to see because he's so active.
Yeah.
I'm so used to seeing Bucks player after Bucks player just lazily walk around every single freaking offensive set, and defensively as well. But now we get to see a frenetic big with pace and energy just be out there and cause havoc, and it's awesome.
You could tell someone who grew up around like a legendary player, and obviously his older brother Larry Nance Jr. is great too, but he just plays like someone who's been around the game. And like, but in a way that, like nothing was handed to him either, like around the game but had to work for it, is a really good combo. And that's what we saw from Pete Nance, who Jericho Sims, I don't think we're going to see much more from him. As good as the flashes on defense have been, to your point, like with what Nance does, I mean, Sims, it just doesn't have that fluid, confident movement.
We saw more from Pete Nance in 15 minutes than we have from Jericho this season.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's a good way of putting it. I mean, more different things and just like more impact. Like, Sims is really good if you can throw him a lob, but any other circumstance offensively, it's like kind of rough. Plus the illegal screens too, like that's been a huge problem. Nance had no turnovers in 15 minutes. So I think the backup big thing is one, and the Bucks now should be one of the mini goals of the trade deadline should be opening up a spot. They don't have to for a while because Nance has barely played, but this is a guy who should be converted. Like, you can see that after one game. Like, that's an NBA player. And we've kind of been here all along, right? It's like, hey, every time he plays for like 3 minutes, it looks really good. He just had 42 in the G League. Like,
yeah, like give him a shot. That's what we said. Give Pete Nance a shot.
Poor Beno Udrih. I talked to him, and he's like, hopefully Pete's back down here soon if the Bucks aren't going to need him. And I don't know, Beno. I don't know if you're going to get that much more of him.
Oh,
Mark's back. Did you see that?
I did.
Mark Sears back with the herd, not on a two-way now. But hey, maybe they needed Mark after all. Maybe they realized their mistake.
Yeah,
we're rocking with Mark again.
Oh man, but yeah, just Pete Nance. Why not give him a shot? And it's one of these things where it's like it took you till the halfway point of the season to realize this.
Yeah, especially after just going like no bigs for since Sims was excommunicated like 11 games ago. They just Kuzma and Portis, which just never works. Bobby needs another big. And I do think this good transition. It freed up Bobby a lot with that bench group too. The fact that he wasn't the center, so they were able to get stops, because I think Bobby is much better when the team gets stops, because for all the flaws, he is mobile too. So he was getting down court and getting himself mismatches when they did get stops. And offensively, not playing with Sims, the paint was just wide open. The bench groups were KPJ, Gary Harris, who we will talk about, Pete Nance, AJ Green, and Bobby Portis. Just a lot of shooting there and enough playmaking. And Bobby went to work. 8 of 15 from the field, 3 of 7 from deep, only 3 boards, which is odd. 1 assist, no turnovers for him. 19 points, his second on the Bucks, only 2 behind Giannis. And again, a +6. We're not used to seeing this. They were -8 in Giannis's minutes and +6 in Bob's. The bench unit worked, and a lot of it with KPJ only 2 of 5 from the field. A lot of it was Bobby scoring, and I thought he did a great job of. Usually he's a little too off and on, like he hits 3 shots and he won't hit any for 2 quarters. It felt like every other possession he shot, he was scoring more than technically, but it was just very even, and it helped the Bucks maintain their lead until they didn't, late in the second half.
Yeah, and it's, again, I come back to this point of why does it take so long to realize these things? Why? These are the things we've been, and not just to say like, oh, look at us, we were right, but it's like, these are the things we've been talking about all season long. Like, make sure Bob is playing, if you're going to play Bob, if you have Bob on the roster, you have to put him in a position to succeed, and the Bucks were not putting him in a position to succeed. And now they just, like, Pete Nance changed our lives, Ty. Like,
who else? No, go ahead.
It's just, what a wild position.
I'm excited to talk about new Wes Matthews.
Okay, I'm ready.
Gary Harris, dude. Gary Harris needs to play more too. He was only at 15
New Wes
minutes
Matthews
as well.
is a lot.
2 points, 0 of 1 from the field. He only attempted 1 3. He missed it. 2 free throws. 2 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals. It's that rip out, like arm swipe down move. It's so classic Bucks Wes Matthews. And he's got it down. He's on a streak. He's getting 1 or 2 of these every single game against really good players. They were plus 10 in his minutes too, Gary Harris. He just gives you such a strong defensive presence, and he's okay with the ball. That's why he's Wes Matthews. There's some guys, Dyson Daniels, who, like, you're just like, oh, he just cannot. He's 0 for 21 in a row, missed threes. Like, okay, we just can't throw him the ball. Obviously, Daniels does do some other things that work offensively, get into the rim and stuff, but there are some players who they're good defensively and then offensively you're just like, I'm not sure he can do anything. Harris is not that. He knows where to be. He'll give you a nice drive every so often, get a couple free throws or make a shot at least. I've really liked the way he's played lately. The stats don't jump out. He's got 3 games with a steal in a row. He actually didn't in their 2 blowouts, unfortunately, but losses. I don't know. I've really liked what I've seen. Maybe new Bucks Wes Matthews is too much, but that's how I felt watching him.
No, I get where you're coming from. It's just a reliable role player who can play solid defense and be kind of like an adult out there.
Yeah, and he like post injuries, multiple teams, like year 11, like he's 31 now. Like I feel like it actually kind of lines up career wise too.
Yeah, it does. I mean, he's not as good as Wes Matthews. Like
not yet.
That's why. I'm
a believer. I'm buying stock. I'm investing.
Yeah, you sure? Why not? I mean, I'm down. I think he's just it's like a breath of fresh air.
Yeah.
To see like, I'm trying to think.
It's him and Nance. Like they just move like pros out there.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of something that fits this analogy, but it doesn't work. So I'm just going to say it anyway because it's already taken up a minute.
Yeah.
Is like this isn't a real scenario. I don't think. If there is a real scenario that works out like this, like just let me know. It's like you watch a movie. And then it just like there's like 5 or 6 sequels or something.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's like you've completely lost the plot. And then you come back and it's like the 6th movie or the 5th movie or something. And then one of the characters from the originals is back and you're like, oh my goodness, someone who knows what they're doing is here.
This is how I feel about Fast and the Furious when they did Tokyo Drift but then came back.
Yeah.
Tokyo Drift just feels like a whole different world.
Yeah, that's a good one. I like it.
There is probably an example of this in like a longer sense too, but I don't think I can think of it off top.
No, someone let us know. It definitely exists.
Actually, here you go. Rocky 1, 2, 3, 4, all bangers. 5 and 6 totally lost, and Rocky Balboa I think is Rocky 6, but it's like Creed. It's not really it either. We'll be here all day if I keep trying to think of this. But if anyone has a better one, drop it in the comments, share it in the Discord. But yeah, I like the way Harris has played. I like KPJ in this role, even if it didn't work out great. I mean, he was okay. 9 points.
It's a better role for him. It's where he should be.
He still played with Giannis a bunch. He did have 7 assists in 27 minutes, so he was creating shots for that bench group. He did have a steal and a block as well, 3 turnovers. But he got to the line. That's another thing, too. Like, he drew 5 free throws. The whole rest of the bench combined drew 2. It's Gary Harris. So those are big possessions as well. I'm interested in this going on. I want to talk about how the starters played. But first, I want to talk about our friends at PrizePicks and my big dub today. I had to sit back and enjoy some I just found out Bronny got 2 All-Star votes. I'm hoping that was on accident. 2 players. I'm sorry. This is like breaking news. Interrupted the read, but I'm shocked. I think it was on accident. L. James, they must have missed a junior. Anyway, you won't ever miss on PrizePicks. Well, you might miss, but you'll know which player you're taking based on the projection. So that's nice. I think you'd know if it was Bronny or LeBron based on the number of expected stuff. But you can do a power, or you can do a flex play. That's what I like doing the most. The power plays, it's a little harder. You got to get all of them right. But the flex play was great for me today because I didn't get all 5 of my picks right, but I got 4 of them right, so I still won. So I chickened out because I think there was one Demon Time that was more than 5.5 threes for AJ Green, 4 or 5. I thought that was a little rich, so I went with Demon Time more than 3.5 made threes. He made 6, so I could have went all out. Nice game for AJ Green. CJ McCollum, more than 14.5 points plus assists. This was goblin time. This is my hint for you. You can't take all players on one team on PrizePicks. You've got to have another team or another whatever involved. It just can't be the same team, same game. But I don't have as good of a feel for the other team as I do for the team we cover, so I'll do goblin time, make it easy. It did look like McCollum was going to be way below this, but of course, he was a demon late and almost buried the Bucks again, and he got there. I had Giannis more than 5.5 assists. I thought, no KPJ with the starters. He'll do some more playmaking. He just barely got there. He had 6, but it's still a win. I missed here Kevin Porter Jr. more than 13.5 points. He only had 9. I figured he would do a lot of shooting. Actually only took 5 field goals. Did take 5 free throws as well, but kind of a quieter scoring game for KPJ. Maybe they wanted him to be more of a point guard on the bench, so that was a miss. But Ryan Rollins more than 13.5 points. Thought maybe he'd have the ball some more. Turns out it was point Kuz, but Rollins still had 14 points, so just barely got there. So that's a win, even though I wasn't perfect. And you can win too on PrizePicks, and you can get $50 when you play $5 for the first time, whether you win or lose. Just use code Eurostep on the PrizePicks app. That's code Eurostep to get $50 in plays when you play your first $5 lineup, even if you don't win. PrizePicks, it's good to be right. AJ Green, apparently, so, I mean, the extremes here are wild because for a while it felt like they forgot about him on offense after a nice start to the year. Then he had his little slump, and he did knock down some threes while the Bucks were getting blown out, so it kind of went under the radar because there was so much to gripe about. But he took 12 threes in this game and made 6 of them. He also had 3 rebounds and an assist, 2 kind of ugly turnovers, but we'll put those aside. One of the talking points from the Peacock crew was Doc says we need to get AJ a bunch of threes. We're just going to have him shoot threes. And to your question earlier, Rohan, why did it take 41 games? But also, look, it worked. It worked. 12 threes for AJ is 18 points. 18 points on 12 shots is really good. And he won't make 50% of them every night, but pretty close based on his career averages. Like, probably make at least 5 a lot of the time. Yeah.
Yeah, like 40%.
That's good.
Get him over 10 threes a game. He's probably hitting anywhere from 3 to 6 of them.
Yeah.
On any given night. That's just free. It's like free points.
They ran him a little ragged in this game. I don't know, about
41,
almost 42 minutes. Yeah. That's a lot of minutes for anyone, but for a guy you're running off screens all the time, like there were some of those possessions, like when he sets the screen and then pops. There was one late where he kind of just like fell over between 2 Hawks, and I'm like, dude, he's just exhausted. Like he doesn't have any more left in him. You got to stop. So maybe let's tone the minutes down.
It's all or nothing.
I know, it really is. It really is.
It's ridiculous. Like, it's so untenable. Like, this is making me even more upset.
Well, like, can you just, like, maybe short leash on Gary Trent Jr.? It's like, no, he's done. He's over. Gone forever. It's over.
It doesn't make any sense. We saw this in the playoffs last year and the season before. It's just, it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Like, there's no gradual change.
No.
It's either 100 or 0.
Yeah.
It's no sliding scale. It's no spectrum. It's all or nothing.
It's all AJ now, which is going to be good for the Bucks offense. I mean, again, they scored 112 points, which is pretty good. Their defense actually looked better early. The first quarter, I thought the starters' shot selection was terrible. I mean, I charted a bunch of them. Like, in the first half of the first quarter, some of the shots we saw, 2 Giannis middies, a Giannis 3, a Kuzma post-up, a AJ Green contested drive, and a Turner post-up. And I'm like, these are not the shots you want to see. But then later stints with the starters, I thought the ball moved a lot better. Maybe that's just them getting used to playing without 2 point guards again. But I did think overall, I liked a little more separation with Rollins and KPJ. I think they could actually both be on ball a little more in some of their minutes, but the ball movement was good too. I know that's something the Bucks talk about a lot. They haven't really played that way, but they had the ball moving pretty well. They had 24 assists as a team. KBJ 7, Giannis 6, Rollins 3, and everyone who played had at least 1, which feels out of the ordinary for this Bucks team.
Yeah, it is a little out of the ordinary for this Bucks team. I mean, I'm not like it's kind of fun.
I think it's good. I think it's a sign of a healthy offense.
It is. But it's like my concern. Maybe I'm just too pessimistic.
I mean, fair given what we've seen in the last couple of weeks.
I was going to say, like, I think that's very fair given what I've witnessed this entire season. Is this just going to be like one game and then we're done?
I think the things that were done here.
We've seen flashes before, and they just give up.
But I think they are in better positions now. I think the way they were used today, if Doc sticks with that. And the other thing is, we can talk about the other starters too, but Trent not playing is just a net positive. He's good at what he does, which is score.
Is he?
Yeah. I mean, he's probably I'm sure he's at pretty good shooting numbers this year.
Yeah, probably, but he doesn't get shots up nearly enough to justify.
Well, that's a problem with the way the Bucks play. Actually, not really. 38% from the field, 35.8% from 3. So he hasn't really been good at anything this year.
8 of AJ's minutes.
No, I'm good actually. I don't think they need him at all. I think they need more Harris, more Nance, more AJ. I think he should go.
Should go? You think you're cutting him to convert Nance?
I'll trade him somewhere. Someone will probably take a shot on him, hopefully.
But what about this? They have his bird rights for his new contract that
they'll go with him. Actually, I don't know if they do. They might not in this situation.
I don't think they do.
Oh well. Hey, listen, part of the wink was you have to be a good player. I don't feel bad here.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the NBA. Good. What, the poor guy's only making $4 million this year to drive us crazy?
Yeah.
I think he'll be able to pay rent. But I think this was a good change. He's killed them all year. We've talked about it. We did actually a whole single pod about why this could be. And I think he's actually probably played worse since that pod than he did
I think so.
when we recorded it. Like, he hasn't even scored the ball that well. But the issues we talked about with this team of like, okay, they can shoot the ball good, but they don't do anything else. Trent is the worst offender of that. He doesn't rebound. He does not pass. He defends occasionally. He just shoots. They have guys who can shoot even now, even though they've kind of went to, I think, probably the most balance they can get of like shooting and non-shooting. There's still plenty of shooters out there all the time, especially if you're going to funnel threes to Green, who's really good, and Turner's been on a roll lately. Portis has been shooting it well. Like, having all three, I guess, of your big shoot really like is a double plus. It means more than someone like Trent. I don't think they needed more spacing when I watched this game and most of these lineups. So I don't need them. All I'm
saying is like maybe getting AJ a little bit of a breather.
I'd rather have the minutes go to Harris, my guy.
Yeah, that's fair.
I'd rather see Harris.
Maybe he'll actually shoot.
Harris at 18.
Shoot. That's the problem.
I think he would in the right spot. I don't think the ball gets to him. I mean, maybe that's a him problem too, but
it's the same problem we were talking about with Grant.
Yeah, but Harris does good stuff on defense, so it's more okay. Yeah.
No, I'm not advocating for Trent or for Grant over Garris. I'm just saying.
Grant over Garris. I don't know if you saw. I posted. Imagine if I told us in October, Ty from the future, time travels back. Gary Harris and Pete Nance are saving the Bucks bench. What would you say?
Was there some sort of accident?
Kind of. Feels like it.
Yeah, it does.
A lot of things happened accidentally.
Was there an emergency draft that needed to take place or something?
Here we are. The DNP list today is crazy, by the way. Thanasis, he did his duty. But Cole Anthony, Amir Coffey, Andre Jackson Jr., Gary Trent, and Sims, all DNP CD, when all of them except Ajax were really in the rotation, at least a little bit. Coffey only sort of, but...
He was playing like consistent minutes.
Yeah.
I mean, like, that's 5, what feels like at least 4 wasted roster spots.
Yeah.
it's a lot.
I would imagine we'll see either they're included in another deal or like, I do think some of these guys would have more than negative value, either neutral or maybe you get like a bad second for one of them.
I'd take a bad second for Ajax.
Or like, could you not see like Orlando that can never shoot? Like, would they give you like a minimal thing for Trent? Maybe. One of everyone's favorite constructs is sending any one of them to Toronto to take back Agbaji and a pick that gets them under the tax, I believe. Maybe not Trent because he makes a little more.
By the way, if you thought 2 players voting for Bronny was crazy,
oh boy,
double the amount voted for Isaac Jones.
Who did they think they were voting for?
I don't know.
They just don't care. They just
don't care. He's
Isaac Jones.
Yeah.
I couldn't even tell you what team he plays for.
Looking it up right
I don't know. I don't know who that is. Sacramento? No, not Sacramento. We just saw them.
It is Sacramento.
It is Sacramento. Okay, I should have trusted myself.
No, wait. Yeah, is he?
I'm trying to think of like.
No, Pistons.
Oh, okay. Derek Jones Jr. I wouldn't vote for him. Is there another Jones that I'm just blanking on?
No.
And like a good NBA Jones?
Nope.
That's why I think the players' votes basically don't count anymore.
It's 25%.
Yeah, but it's like very little between the fans and the media can overpower them basically.
Yeah, media is 25, players are 25, fan is 50. By the way, Giannis was an all-star starter.
10 years in a row.
Crazy.
Tyus Jones, Derek Jones Jr., Herb Jones.
I think they just voted for Isaac Jones.
Herb Jones, maybe? Damian Jones, Kai Jones.
You said Kai Jones like that's better than Herb Jones.
Spencer Jones. There's actually a lot right now. Dylan Jones, Colby Jones, Mason Jones.
Jones doesn't even sound like
David Jones Garcia. Jamario Jones, Herd legend. That was a long time ago. Cam Jones, Marquette legend. All right, I'm not accomplishing anything here.
When do we ever?
What'd you think about Kuz today? Starter Kuz.
I thought starter Kuz, he's kind of fallen off recently.
Yeah.
But I think he was flirting with a downstock before he decided to just lock the F in for the fourth quarter. He was like, no, you know what? I'm in charge here. This is my team.
Well, dude, he went up. Yeah, there was some delay for like a spilled drink or something, and Giannis was about to shoot free throws, and Kuz went and talked to him like he was saying some sort of strategy thing. Maybe that's what he was saying. Don't worry about it, Giannis. I got us here.
I got this. No, but he's blocking shots. He's getting to the cup. He's making some ridiculous angle runners and layups. He's driving. He's hitting clutch free throws. He was doing it all.
Second half, Kuz, 2 of 4 from the field, 3 of 4 from free throw, including made both of the really clutch ones. Had his rebound, his assist, and both of his blocks in the second half. So pretty much accomplished all of his production in the second half and a lot of it late. The Bucks, he still had the worst plus-minus of any Buck in the second half, but still, I think he did play well enough late, at least to dodge the downstock. And I thought, overall, I still kind of like the way the starters play when he's out there. The spacing was a little bit of a concern. He shot 4 threes today and only made 1 of them, although he has been on a little bit of a heater and did get hot in their last game against the Spurs, although Doc said that was the game plan and Kuz said he didn't know it was because he missed shootout with an ear infection.
Great.
That's a new one for me. Yeah, I don't. If it's that bad, how is it cured by game time?
They gave him the stuff that they gave Aaron Rodgers when he had that knee injury.
The same injury my 7-month-old daughter just suffered from. He had to get some bubblegum amoxicillin.
Do they mainly make bubblegum flavored?
That's the default amoxicillin is bubblegum flavored.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, that makes sense.
Which also my dog has been on before too. Sophie had a thing. They give him the same thing.
Does Sophie get the bubblegum flavor?
Yeah. She loved it. She was going crazy when I gave it to my daughter. She's like, give me some of that. Jones, another Jones.
And brought it back. Isaac Jones, shout out.
Shout out Isaac Jones, all-star starter, vote receiver. I would put that in my bio.
Yeah. You got double what Bronny got.
That is impressive.
I remember one year Thanasis got more than Marcus Smart.
I wonder if he got any this year. We'll have to look later.
Yeah, I'll do my control F.
Yeah.
Usual suspects. What were we talking? Kuzma. Kuzma, I feel like he's an overvalued, in terms of his contract, he's an overvalued good glue piece he's a role player.
Yeah.
And I think he's trying to do role player things and is not bad at it.
He's just very inconsistent.
That's the thing, right? You never know if you're getting 15 from him or 3.
Yeah.
But you know you're going to get a couple assists, some good rebounds, some defensive plays,
some drives,
1 or 2 weird mistakes.
Atlanta is a good defensive team, and they're really good on drives. I think that made it hard for Kuz. Like, he had one where it looked like he was going to at least get free throws, and I think it was either Naw or Daniels.
It was Dyson.
Yeah, just like used the offhand to rip it out. A really nice play. They even gave Giannis some trouble. He only had 21 points, which is very low for him. The minutes restriction plays in there. He did have 17 rebounds and 6 assists, plus a steal and a block. So not like he did nothing, but lower than expected scoring output for Giannis. But I think they're just really good around the paint on those drives. But yeah, I hope we see the starters more. But it really does show you, like, if they can turn Kuzma and or Portis into an actual 3 with size, who's like more consistent and or can shoot, it could be huge for this Bucks team.
Now, anyway.
I was watching this. I was like, how long until we see like Pete Nance, Giannis, Bobby? I feel like it's coming now.
Oh, it has to. Doc's going to throw out a lineup of Giannis, Pete Nance, Bobby, Turner, and
Kuzma. Yeah. Now AJ's got to be out there. We only have six AJ-less minutes to go around.
And AJ's playing the 5 in that lineup.
Yeah.
That would be something Bob does. Doc does. Bob's the coach sometimes.
The Bob of coaches.
Yeah. I can't believe you called me Rowan Tresky.
I was trying to forget. I don't know what's going on with me.
This is what happens when we do our first post game.
I know.
It's not even
I'm
late.
shook.
This was a noon game.
I know. It's like 3:30 p.m. It sounds like I've been up for hours and hours. I haven't.
I mean, I was gonna say you have been up for hours.
Well, yeah. Not long hours. Yeah, I just rolled out of bed at 2.
Miles Turner?
Yeah, like I thought he played well. I don't know, man. Finally rebounded.
He did, and what I'm trying to find exactly when he got subbed out.
At least it was later in the 4th. I mean, he played some minutes, but he's only less than 28 total minutes. The funniest thing about it is every time I look, I expect to see Portis played like 5 more minutes. And Turner does play more than Portis, but just not down the stretch.
It was with 2:47 left. Usually what we get is
the opposite.
Or Kuzma. Wow.
Yeah.
Bobby Portis playing too late into the 4th, and then they close with Miles. This time we just kind of got the opposite, but also still Bob played more.
Well, the thing was too, Miles only played 4 minutes in the 4th. So it was Bobby, then Turner came in, and then Bobby closed. I will say, I guess to Doc's, I don't want to say credit, defense or justification, it was a 4 trillion nearly for Miles. He had 1 foul. That was the only stat he put up in his 4 minutes of 4th quarter action. So he basically did nothing.
Yeah, because he's not in rhythm, because you took out...
Dude, Pete Nance, 3 minutes, 40 seconds, 2 for 2 from the field and a steal. I'm just saying. Pete had no problem.
That is fair.
Because Pete's used to it. Pete's like, this is usually all I get in the whole game.
Pete's like, I got to do something in these 3
minutes. I
minutes.
know I do. Got it out the mud. This is a shocking thing to see. Giannis, 8 minutes, 20 seconds in the 4th quarter, -10, and it's a game the Bucks won.
Yeah.
Pete Nance +4.
I mean, we've kind of danced around the fact that the Bucks blew a 23-point lead in this game.
We said it. We did say it.
But we kind of haven't really taken that into consideration. The third quarter Bucks struck again.
Well, I think they didn't play that well, but Atlanta literally was one of 22 from 3 in the first half?
Yeah, it was if not the worst shooting half in NBA history.
It's probably on high volume. I'm sure back in the day a team went like 0 of 5.
Yeah.
But it's probably the worst of a team that took like 15 or 10 or more or something like that.
Has to be. That's abysmal.
Yeah.
And it came with like a minute left in the first half.
And the Bucks were, I mean, it wasn't like they were locking up every single. They did play defense pretty well in the first half, but there were some opportunities, and the Hawks literally missed all but one. So I don't even know if it was the Bucks like third quarter woes. I think it was kind of Atlanta stopped missing literally every single three and had a decently hot second half, and it showed you the Bucks were not a way better team overall. They had some shooting variants that helped them out here, which, I mean, they are better at shooting, so that's not for nothing, but there's still obviously a lot of room for improvement. That much is clear.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's like they only lose the third quarter by 8. The fourth quarter is a beginning, whereas a lot of it was coming down.
Yeah.
And then the Hawks take the lead late.
Yep.
The Bucks managed to close it out.
There's good
Jalen
resolve.
Johnson with some, good resolve. Again, Kyle Kuzma locked in.
Yeah, literally. That defends C.J. McCollum on the last play, doesn't foul him, which that was C.J. had a lot of.
I thought Ryan Rollins was about to follow him by diving into his legs.
I think Rollins would have freaked out if he had another foul call. He had 5 fouls in this game. He's the last guy we haven't talked about. I thought he played okay. He finally saw some shots drop, 6 of 12 from the field, only 1 of 4 from 3, and missed a fourth quarter free throw that would have mattered a lot. But 3 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals, and a block. Looked a little bit more like the Rollins we expect without the three-point shooting, but needs to work on the fouls. Some of them were tough calls, but I didn't think any were like truly awful either.
No, it wasn't awful. I mean, he was largely responsible for some of their scoring output a lot in like the first half, but I thought it was I thought it was all right. Like, kind of averaged out to like a normal average. I mean, like below average game. Like, it's all right.
It's better than we've seen the last couple. You can say that. So
that's for sure.
A step toward the right direction.
The worst 2-game stretch in franchise history, I believe?
No. It turns out there's worse ones. Justin Garcia corrected himself. Yeah, it's like the 80s or maybe it's 90s. It's been a while. It's been decades.
Yeah, in the 2000s.
Yeah, in this millennium, yes.
Yeah, 51 points they combined to lose by in 2 games.
Yeah, which honestly, like, if you should go by the largest deficit, and then maybe it would be, because I feel like it was closer to 90. Because they walked it back a lot in garbage time, both games. I mean, during this broadcast, they were like, Bucks coming off a 20-something point loss. I was like, 20-something. It's definitely worse than 20-something at one point.
Oh, yeah. But good to see a win against the Hawks.
Yeah. Again, just literally any win. I felt like I had a pure heart watching this game.
Good for you.
I was in our Discord and I was on Twitter, and a lot of people were just like very like they're gonna blow it again. Like, I don't trust them, like this or that. And I don't really trust them either. But I was kind of just like, let's go, Pete Nance. Like, I don't know. I want to be titillated. I want to buy in. I want to believe. I need the smallest little morsel of hope, and I'll take it. And I think the Bucks kind of did that, even though they totally almost blew it.
It came in the form of Pete Nance.
Pete Nance, dude. By the way, largest lead for Minnesota was 41, and for San Antonio was 39. So if you go by largest deficit, 80. Yeah, 80. Not whatever, actually 50-something, I think, was ultimately. 51. Yeah, so they made up 20, nearly 30 points in garbage time.
Crazy. It wasn't a great week. It was nice. I will say it was nice to have a few days off of the Bucks.
It was. Oh, I forgot we have our Eastern Conference Player of the Week.
No, we do have our Eastern Conference. Did they announce it already?
Oh yeah, I don't know. It's 3:40. They might have. Well, you haven't seen it? Well, don't look. Let's just.
Okay, I haven't seen it.
We can see if we're right away. I have not seen it.
Eastern Conference Player of the Week.
I forgot. It's doing it late Monday afternoon. It's not normal for us, but it's kind of fun.
It is. I don't know. I kind of like this time slot. They should play at noon every day.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind it.
I wouldn't mind it either.
We do have some more coming up. I know they have some East Coast games, or sorry, Europe time zone games. Oh, I think it's probably pretty obvious. Maybe I did. I don't think I saw this, but I think it's pretty obvious.
You think it's pretty obvious?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm thinking it's pretty obvious.
Yeah, I'm thinking
it's...
I mean, there's a couple decent ones, but Jaylen Brown, the Celtics were 2-0 when he played. He averaged 34 points, plus 6.5 rebounds and only 1 assist, but then they were plus 13 per game in his minutes, so kind of carried Boston to 2 big-time wins. I think one over the Spurs. I think one of the wins was pretty good for them. Bam Adebayo had a pretty good week, too, and the Heat were 2-1 when he played. And but Norm Powell's also on here pretty high, so that might cannibalize.
I think it's Jalen.
Siakam, the Pacers getting 2 wins is a big deal.
With a game winner in there, I believe.
Yeah, averaged 24, 8, and 5 in that week of ball. The Pacers now have won 3 games in a row this season. The Bucks have not. Something to think about.
Why did you say that?
Just something to think about.
It's a lot to think about, actually.
Oh, wait, did the Bucks do it very early? Or no?
No, they only won.
Were they 5-2? They weren't 5-1? I thought they were
Correct.
5-1 at some point. Maybe they must have.
No, they were 4-1. Or 4-2, excuse me. Or something. 4-1. They haven't won 3 games in a row. I know that.
I'll have to go through and look at which other teams haven't. Yeah, you're right. They were 4-1, and then they were 4-2, and then yeah.
The Pacers. Horrible. Yeah, but yeah, it's Jaylen Brown, Eastern Conference Player of the Week.
Yeah.
Did they announce it? Now we can see if we're right.
Let's go to NBA.
Oh my God, it was Bam!
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, I think that's bad. I don't like that at all.
What?
I'm actually shocked. Maybe they do hate Jalen.
I think they do. He might be onto something.
I think he might be right.
Maybe it's the one extra game, or this is the first time Bam's really been a contender.
I mean, I don't know. Yeah, Bam and Shea, who had 31, 4.7, and 4. I mean, I guess. I think it should have been Jalen. One extra game, but he lost that game, so it's like, great. Maybe it's just, he played one more. That's surprising to me.
They won his minutes by fewer. He played more minutes, but averaged fewer points.
Yeah.
Dang.
I wonder if Jalen's complained about this yet.
Probably has. Wow. I was not. Okay. This is proof that we didn't look beforehand.
Yeah.
Because otherwise we would have gotten it right.
We definitely didn't.
I would have said, no, I have a good feeling it's Bam. I know Jalen has all the stats and the counting stats and the record and all that, but I have a good feeling it's Bam.
Yeah, I would have been on to you.
Huh. Interesting.
Oh, wow. I just saw, while looking at the NBA's tweets, Celtics Pistons tonight at 7 p.m. That's going to be a good game. I might have to catch that.
Yeah, for the 10 people watching it.
What does that mean?
I mean, this is the college football championship.
Oh, I'd rather watch this. You want to watch Indiana win by 700?
No, that's fair. I'll probably second screen it.
Yeah, I suppose. Honestly, college football just doesn't have the same grasp on me. I was talking to someone about this recently. March Madness or like the college basketball, the first weekend to me is the peak. The second weekend is the next best. And then the rest, I'm kind of like, eh.
Yeah, I'm out.
You know what I mean? Like, it's not the same. It's just so much fun to watch, like, the 114 that's going to win and that kind of stuff. And being able to flip back and forth. You get later on, if it's a bad game, you don't have any options. And frankly, I don't really care who the best team in college basketball is as much as I just like to watch fun games all day.
Yeah, that opening 2 days of just absolute chaos.
Madness.
Is awesome.
Madness.
It's awesome.
Yeah. I don't think I feel that way about most other. I don't care about college football either way. Like football and basketball, I think usually they get better as you go. Same with baseball, although baseball is probably the closest of like maybe the early ones are better. Maybe that's just because I never see the Brewers in a very late series, so I have fonder memories of the first round.
You're not dealing with the pain of having watched the Brewers get eliminated.
Yeah, I'm just like, who cares about the World Series? Like it's not relevant to me. Never has been in my whole life.
Yeah. College, that's how I'm going to feel about college basketball this year. My team has zero shot to do anything, so.
Yeah, you think Shaka's going to get canned?
I think he might.
Last in the Big East is tough. This came to my attention over the weekend. I was very disappointed.
Yeah. You know what school is ranked now this week?
Huh. Wisconsin?
No.
Oh.
Shout out to the Red Hawks of Miami of Ohio.
Wow.
They
Really?
are undefeated.
Wow. Good for them.
Yeah.
Good for the Red Hawks.
19-0. This is the first time they've been ranked since 1999.
I love stuff like that. I hope they get to the tournament.
Yeah. Shout out Mac.
I think I love the Mac. I think for Marquette, it's actually this would have made more sense if it was the year after they lost Kolick and Oso and I'm forgetting and Cam. Cam waited another year, didn't he?
Yeah.
So they did just lose Cam. But being 2 years, like you had a whole year to get guys in after losing Kolick and Oso.
They didn't. They don't use the transfer portal.
Yeah. It's disappointing.
That's not what Shaka wants to do. He wants to do a homegrown team, and it's like, okay, cool. Have fun doing that while losing every game.
It's very funny that's like the Wisconsin approach. It's very weird to see it at Marquette.
Yeah, I know.
It's weird to see Marquette leverage the portal more, or it's Wisconsin to leverage it more.
It's
like you'd
crazy.
expect Wisconsin to be the school that's like, all right, hopefully these guys are good because if they're not, the next 4 years are going to be rough.
No, Marquette's like, hey, we can get these guys.
Yeah. It's surprising.
I know a lot of our listeners are like, yeah, suck it, Rohan, but like, it's fun.
Yeah.
Like, come on, let me have something.
Yeah, you don't have to, well, the Bucks won. The Bucks won. That's it. The Bucks won.
They did.
We got that. That's what you get.
Yeah, I got a good Bucks win. That's probably the only one for a few days here.
Yeah, I was just pulling up the schedule, and I remembered we've got a couple of toughies here.
So we have the Oklahoma City Thunder at home.
Homestand, yep. Home week.
Yep. On national television, ESPN.
Oh.
8:30 tip Central.
No Jalen Johnson. Or sorry, Jalen Williams.
No Jalen Williams. No Jalen Johnson either.
Yeah,
unless something happens in the next 2 days.
That'd be shocking.
Unless something happens. Well, there's a meeting of the minds in Atlanta.
Yeah. Maybe he'll go to the Thunder.
Yeah, maybe. that'd be wild. They could pull that off. They could just.
They could do that.
Like they could be like, hey, you know what? We kind of just want Jalen Johnson. Here's some of our
17 picks. Here you go.
Yeah, and we still have some left over.
Yeah.
And then you have the Nuggets at home on Friday. Another 8. What is going on?
I don't know. And Joker watch for that game.
Yes.
He's looking to return around the end of the month.
Yep. And then to cap off the homestand on Sunday, you have a 6 p.m. start. So just on this entire homestand, you have no 7 p.m. starts.
That's odd.
Which is just, it's like, okay, cool. I don't know what they're doing. And then, so 6 p.m. at home on Sunday against the Dallas Mavericks before heading out on the road again for a 3-game stretch, which they'll come home for some parts of it. But
and then next Sunday, another afternoon game, 2:30 at Celtics. That'll be a nice little showcase to open up February. But yeah, tough slate to end Jan here. Thunder, Nuggets, Mavs suck. At Sixers, they're suddenly good. And then at Wiz, which has been tough for the Bucks. Yeah, that's a loss. So this is like, I don't know. This is one of these stretches where it's like, did you really unlock anything here? Did you just beat up on a team that literally could not hit a 3 to save their lives for, 23 minutes of a half?
And if they hit one of those, you lose this game.
Well, you put it that way.
If they go 2 of 22, 3 of 22 instead of 1 for 22, you've probably lost this basketball game.
It's a good way of putting it. Did you see the Ja Morant trade showcase in Berlin? Or was it London? One was in Berlin, one was in London.
They did Berlin and then London.
He didn't play in the Berlin.
Berlin played in London.
What do you have, 2010 in the first half?
Yeah. Crazy.
That's so funny. And then he's like, I'm loyal to Memphis. And it's like, yeah, they want to get rid of you, I think.
Yeah, I don't know if that's the relationship being leveraged.
I think it's kind of both, and it's just a convenient thing to say in England as well. But I think he might want out too, somewhat. I mean, he says he doesn't. Who knows? He looked good though.
I got the logo on my back. Apparently, he has the Grizzlies logo tattooed on his back.
Yeah, that's. I get why he did it, and it's always a part of his story and everything. But might feel tough if they salary dump you.
When they salary dump you,
they might not be able to. I would not tattoo my employer on me.
No, I'm good.
Even if I really like my job, that's not one for me.
No. I'll do the Kyle Kuzma, get the 100 emoji tattooed on me.
Oh, God. You got to be careful about how many Kyle Kuzmas you pull.
Kyle Kuzma does not miss. Remember, he was on the Jennifer.
Dude. He misses. He did shoot well around then.
That's crazy, man.
Did you see the report that the Grizz want Ryan Rollins and a first for Ja?
Yeah, and I want $1 billion.
I want you to do the Jennifer Hudson tunnel walk.
Might cost less money, honestly.
I'm sure it would. Would you do one of those two things?
No.
You would do a first? Because we had the conversation. Well, actually, is a first still worth less to you than one Ryan Rollins?
I think so.
It's been a bad couple weeks, but I wouldn't trade him.
No. I wouldn't trade either of those for Ja. I still think it's a bad fit. I think if you get Ja for basically free, and that's like Bob and Kuz, you can do it.
I would do that, KPJ, and the 20, like a swap.
Yeah.
Including, you could do this year's swap, which is actually that's a real asset that's on the table now. A risky one. But the Grizzlies suck too. Risky. It's not as risky. I think the Grizzlies are bad. And if they're trading away Ja, like they're probably not doing anything this year. So you're probably still in the lotto, but it does further insulate you from having a good pick. So it is risky.
Yeah.
Would you do that?
Probably not.
Really?
Yeah, this is a chance to be the best Bucks pick of a couple of years.
Probably still would be. 10 years. They haven't picked top 10 since Thon in 2016.
That was 10 years ago?
Yeah. Oh, isn't that crazy this year? That's nuts. This would be year 9 for Thon if he had made it.
This would be year...
Huge if.
I was going to say, look, you can say that about anybody.
Like, well, I just mean it's been that long. I mean...
Yeah. This would be year 8 for DJ Wilson if he made
it. That's wild, though. Imagine 8 years for DJ Wilson. He'd be halfway through his 8th NBA season.
That'd be wild. Oh, Thon should have made it, man.
We all thought, oh my God. We all thought he had for sure.
I was drinking that Kool-Aid.
Oh, yeah. If you didn't have a pulse if you weren't drinking that Kool-Aid.
No. Oh, I still think about that video of him crossing up Bam in high school.
I think about the karate kick. That's the first thing I think about when I think about
the high knees.
What, against like the Philippines?
Yeah.
Going right over their heads, dude.
It's crazy.
That was nuts.
You could have killed someone, man.
Dude, I think he kind of comes into the video late. So I remember kind of like, oh, none of these guys look like Thon. Where's Thon? And he just flies in.
For those who have no idea what we're talking about, just look up Thon Maker fight Team Australia.
Yeah. He brought it, dude.
See, he didn't really connect either, which I think is part of the problem. He had no coordination.
No, it looked dangerous for him, too.
Yeah, I think he was going to blow out his own knee.
Yeah. Did we ever get clarity on the allegations around the draft with him?
No.
We're just going to leave that one alone.
Yeah.
It's not a crime.
No.
It's,
I mean, technically.
Yeah,
it's not like a heinous crime.
Yeah, fudged numbers. I'll just say that. Fudged numbers, that's all.
I don't think we ever.
I don't think, which is probably an answer, but, not really.
Yeah. Think about it. Could have been year 10. That's one of the funniest things you've said on this podcast.
Just wild to me.
God. It could be title number 5 in a row for the Bucks.
Okay, that's a little different. I mean, let me do some math. Hold on.
I think that's way more likely.
Do you think that's more likely than Thon sticking around for 9 years as the Bucks winning 5 titles in a row? Yes. Come on. No, it's not. Check yourself.
I think it makes me think so much less of Thon. You have no idea how low I am on Thon.
Clearly. I mean, no one's done that. Have the Celtics even do that? Maybe no one's ever done that. I think the Celtics maybe did.
I don't know if they did.
5 in a row? I mean, there would be Real Russell or nothing. Nobody else did that.
Okay, maybe I would say Thon Maker sticking around. Yeah, no,
you don't think it's crazy? If Thon had played every game, he'd be 3 games away from 700 games by now. That doesn't make you feel old. That's 700 games of Thon Maker in the NBA.
We've seen a decade straight of Giannis being an all-star starter.
How many did he
9
actually
years
get?
technically, but
Well, now we've seen a decade straight.
I mean 10 selections. That's 9 years. But.
Well, we haven't seen it yet, but he will be.
Yeah.
Thon actually played 263 games.
Good for him.
It bums me out. Nobody brings him up when they talk about funny trade requests.
Oh, we did a whole pod on it.
Yeah. And the ramifications, the butterfly. Who was it?
Bucks probably win the title if they don't do that.
Lowe always brings up, who was it? Someone funny requested one like the last 2 years.
Oh, who was it on the Sixers? Korkmaz.
Korkmaz. Yeah, Furkan Korkmaz. That always gets brought up. Nobody brings up Thon, so they immediately send him into NBA hell, a.k.a. Detroit.
At the time.
Yeah, at the time. Not anymore. Kind of weird. NBA. Played for 3 teams, and they were all in the Central Division.
Cavs?
Yeah.
Okay. Remember Rakeem Christmas?
Yeah, I loved him. I thought he was going to be good.
Now we're just naming guys.
Also weird, Thon's playoff averages was 5.8, 5.5, 5.5 points per game. He was very consistent.
Do you remember that series against the Raptors where he's just absolutely like staying with DeMar DeRozan on a switch?
That's why I always look this up. It's always so funny to me. He has these remarkable games we remember, and his stats are awful. And it's never like he had one good series and one bad one because they never won a series with him. Like, these are Thon's Bucks playoff stats. 12 games, 8 starts. He shot 39% from the field.
8 starts?
8 starts. We were down bad. 39% from the field, 26% from 3. 3.5 rebounds, 1.4 assists to 1 turnover, 1.8 blocks, 5.7 points.
Oh, man.
It's not that good at all.
It's the Raptors, and who else did he start against?
Let me go to career playoffs. Boston.
Oh, man,
he started the last 2 games of the Boston series.
Oh, he did. Yep.
Do you know what his playoffs career high against the Raptors? What do you think the most he scored in one of those games was?
8.
11. We talk about it like he had 20, 10, and 10. He did have a 14. He did have 14 against Boston. Off the bench, 14 and 5 and 5 blocks. He did have 14, 5 blocks, and he followed it with 8 points, 5 blocks. He had 10 blocks across 10 blocks across 2 wins. Is crazy.
That's kind of sick. We'll need to get one of his cousins or something in the building.
One of them is still in the draft cycle. Mature Maker. Yeah. Thought he was a big deal like 3 years ago. I don't know what's happened there.
I don't know either. I think Thon's still playing professionally somewhere.
I'm sure he is. He's not that old still. Well, he's not that old either way. Either way, he's not that old. He was 0 of 12 from deep against the Bucks in that Detroit sweep.
Of course.
Tough revenge game for him. This has been Thon Maker Hour.
Where is this?
You trying to find where he's playing now?
Yeah.
He is only 28 now. He could come back.
For Al Ula Club?
Maybe not. Maybe not.
He put up 24, 18, and 10 on Christmas.
Before that, he was playing for Al Riyadi in Beirut. Known mainly for basketball, ping pong, martial arts. Perfect for him. He could go out for
a Marty Supreme training.
Go
get all 3.
Go out for 2 sports like high school.
Yeah.
Oh, he was in the G League in 2024.
Yeah, he was.
I think he won a championship. Rio Grande. Oh no, he didn't. They didn't win that year. He played for the Fujian Sturgeon.
I click on his club's website. It just says coming soon. I don't know what that means.
That's not good.
It's not a good sign.
Dude, the progression here is crazy. Milwaukee Bucks, Detroit Pistons, Cleveland Cavaliers, straight to Hapoeli Jerusalem, then Long Island Nets, then Fujian Sturgeon, then Al Raidi, then Rio Grande Valley Vipers, then Al Raidi again, and now Al Ula, the non-existent club.
Their store is up, though. I can buy merch, but I can't learn anything about the team.
Is this the same league or is this a different league? It's in Saudi Arabia.
Okay.
It's an ancient Arabian oasis city in Medina province.
Okay.
I'm going to guess it's probably not a big-time basketball club.
No. Might be getting a big-time bag, though.
Probably.
And you know what? Good for him.
Yeah.
And this has been the Thon Maker
This
podcast.
is the Thon Maker pod. We had to do it.
We had to do it. We had to get to an hour somehow.
Yeah.
But the Bucks, like we said, play next at home at 8:30 against Oklahoma City. Imagine just a wild topic change. It's me just talking about the Bucks again.
Yeah. Unfortunately.
On ESPN, 2 national television... I can't talk. 2 nationally televised games in a row for the Bucks.
Hopefully 2 wins. The Thunder have been skidding. Who knows?
Yeah,
Pete Nance got us.
They have a get well game against
Pete Nance got us, baby.
Pete Nance, when he dunks on Chet, it's going to feed families.
I don't know if he dunks much.
I don't think he does.
The Bucks have the best bench front court duo that doesn't dunk.
Is that those are the best and doesn't dunk front court does not sound like those two go together? I mean, is there another front court bench duo that doesn't dunk?
Well, now you're asking the tough questions.
Now you could say they also have the worst one.
Now you're asking the tough questions.
They're 1 of 1, which is bad in this case.
Does John Collins come off the bench or does he start? Maybe the Clippers have 2 guys who don't dunk. Brook Lopez.
Collins, remember when he was in the dunk contest?
I'm saying if he starts, then he's out. Is what I mean. I don't know if he's...
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
I think he comes off the bench.
Yeah, well, never mind. Brook probably dunks more than Bob. Does Brook Lopez have more dunks than Bobby Portis this year? Hold on.
Absolutely he does.
Pause the outro. This is going to be a problem. This is going to be a problem if he does. I think Bobby has 7.
I'm going to guess Brook has like 13.
He can barely move. He has 4.
Okay.
He had 52 last year.
Yeah.
Hold on. How many career dunks does Bobby have?
Probably like 10.
No, I think he has a lot more than this. He had like 30 dunk year. I remember I looked. 198 dunks.
Meanwhile, Giannis gets like 300 some plus a year.
Oh, Brooks' year that made a lot of Bucks fans hate him because he was so slow looking. He had twice as many dunks as Portis has ever had in a single season.
Yep. I think that's more of an indictment on Bob.
Yeah. I mean, 50 dunks is not a lot for a center who plays like every game.
Oh, the Packers lost Halfley.
Oh, really? Dolphins?
Dolphins.
I knew this because I was Mr. Talk of the Tundra this week. Maybe that's why I had Jordan Tresky on my mind with Newmock. Check it out. We talked a bunch about Matt LaFleur and Brian Gutekunst and stuff. Type in Talk of the Tundra wherever you get this pod.
Oh, yeah.
Find it. Listen. Watch. Subscribe.
Yeah. Make sure you stay tuned for the next one as well because now the Packers need to hire a defensive coordinator.
Yeah. It's going to be a big move. Big test for newly extended leadership there. Got to get this one right.
Jim Leonard? Is that the
I
guy?
don't know.
Who's the former Madison?
Yeah, that'd be fun. Someone who has some NFL experience. I'm buying into that stat that's out there. Yeah, of like, they don't have anyone who's been anywhere else. That is a problem. They should hire a new special teams coordinator too, but we'll see what they elect to do there. That was like the one
guy they hired who did.
Yeah, I know. It hasn't worked, which is tough. Halfley had some too.
Yeah, that kind of sucks. But
yeah, that's tough. He's too good, man.
No. Oh, where was he on Micah Merchant? We'll see.
Yeah, they were pretty good after, too.
I was going to say last year they were a good defense.
I mean, they were right there without Micah against the Bears, so.
Yeah. Oh, successful hate watch yesterday.
Yeah. Thank God.
Real successful.
Thank God.
I was so worried.
I know. When Caleb made that throw to Force, I was like, oh, he really is that guy. Oh, damn it. Thankfully, they couldn't pull it off.
And then he throws that horrible pick.
Yeah, he does that too. That's good. Thank goodness.
He had all the time in the world. Clean pocket. Just threw it right to the defender.
He's so funny because he's so clearly uber talented and just misses sometimes, kind of bizarrely. Hopefully he doesn't fix it like Josh Allen did, because then he's going to be a real problem.
Because like it was a successful hate watch, but also like this is.
And it sucked too. It was a pretty respectable way to lose to a team that everyone knew was a contender going into the year.
Yeah. At least it was a heartbreaking loss. That was good.
Yeah. Well, you'll take that.
Yeah. And they might have had a devil magic run that wore off, so.
Yeah, I'm worried about the Patriots now.
I know, right? They just cakewalk to the Super Bowl.
And, you got to still go into Denver and win. But yeah, that Bo, I was like, when the hell did he break his ankle? I thought he did sell up like a Devin Williams.
Oh my God.
I was like, did he kick through a drywall? Like, what happened?
No.
That's probably, I don't think we talk enough because no one cares outside of here about the Brewers. They had missed him for a crucial playoff run because he punched a wall right before. What are you doing, man? Come on.
We should have known then.
Yeah.
And turns out he was just tipping his pitches to the Mets.
Yeah. And now for the Mets.
I was going to say now for the Mets.
Full circle.
Oh, man. This has been the Wisconsin Power Hour plus Thon Maker and some Bucks talk here on the Eurostep.
It's a variety show.
If you're still here. Yeah, we are a variety show now. We'll say thank you for listening to this episode. Make sure you're subscribed wherever you're listening to or watching this podcast on your podcast platform of choice or on YouTube. 5-star rating and review. Like the video, comments, all that fun stuff. Pod random. We'll talk to you next time.